Alright guys, CombatEX winner of PvZ, and this game is a PvZ on Dream Ultra. And this game, I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to play PvZ with a Forge Fast Expand. And you know, like always, what goes through my head in a Forge Fast Expand PvP or PvZ build order. Personally, I don't really like fast expands on maps where you can't wall with just 3 buildings. And I straight up think if a Zergler is gonna like go for some sort of all-in and you don't read it like until it hits your base, you're gonna lose, because if your wall requires a pylon or a cannon or something to complete without a 3 like actual gateway cybernetic score forge wall off, then it's really easy to like it's really susceptible to baneling bombs or baneling busts, I guess. And I don't think it's that great, but I don't know. I guess on this map, going for a 3-gate expand or a 2-gate expand is probably, it's not less safe, but I don't know. It's a big map, so therefore it leans itself towards the Forge Fast Expand build, I guess. So I wouldn't say I would say do it on this map, but be cautious of early all-ins, because it is really susceptible to early all-ins. And you know, like always, 13 Forge. And again, like I say all the time, send 2 scouts out, because you always want that threat of a cannon rush to be there. And believe me, I do this every single game, and I'm never like significantly. I'm never behind. Like I never think, oh yeah, I lost the game because I sent 2 probes out. Like never do I think that. It's just, it helps you out quite a bit. Especially you can I straight up win some games because people don't expect cannon rushes this early. Regardless, so yeah, I'm scouting him, and notice how I turned my probe around that was going to the top right position right when I saw the overlord, because I knew he had to be down here, because there'd be no way for an overlord to be at that position that early if he was at any other position. And this is a 14 pool. How do I know that? Just because, I don't know, I guess that just comes with practice. And so with the 14 pool, believe it or not, you can actually get away with a Nexus first and then a cannon. And so I'm going to go for my Nexus and then a cannon. And, well, okay, but after saying that, let me tell you guys that if they go directly to your base, then your cannon's going to die. But, you know, you make them not go directly to your base by doing small stuff like this, where running your probes around. And notice how I tried to hide the other probe behind his mineral field, just because, in case that, hypothetically, say if that overlord wasn't there, he wouldn't know this probe is here, and then I would be able to cannon his natural. And, you know, I guess I wouldn't say he got lucky, because I'm pretty sure he planned his overlord to be there. But, you know, if a Zergler didn't have his overlord there, then, you know, I would have easily been able to cannon him and probably win the game like that. So, you know, small stuff like that is very, very important. And now, you know, I'm just going to be teching up, or, you know, just doing my normal stuff. And I see that drone. I see it going to the bottom, so I'm most likely expecting it to be taking his 3rd base with that drone, but I'm not really sure, so I'm going to go check it out. And if he actually does take that 3rd base, this game is going to change pretty dramatically, because if I know he's on 3 base that early, I can easily put so much pressure. Okay, yeah. Alright guys, he did a triple expand, kind of like the Starcraft 1 good old triple expand builder before any sort of tech. And my favorite thing to do when they do this is you go for double Stargate really fast, and you pretty much get 4 Void Rays and Rest Phoenix, and you pretty much kill them. Yeah, you can probably kill them with that. I usually end up killing my opponent with it. If not, it puts them significantly behind. And I don't think I have a video out where I go Void Ray Phoenix, and I'll tell you guys how to actually play with Void Ray Phoenix. Lots of you guys don't know the actual micro needed for Void Ray Phoenix. You're like, what do my Void Rays target? What do my Phoenix target? Like, I'll tell you guys how. And so notice how I got my second gas really early. I got it essentially when I knew he got his 3rd base, because I got that second gas knowing that my build would be a double Stargate opening when I saw him get that 3rd base. Because think about it this way, like, why this double Stargate opening is really only weak against early pressure, but he can't really early pressure me because he has 3 bases. And like, what Zergler thinks, I'm gonna take 3 bases and then go for an all-in? Like, no Zergler thinks like that. You always think, I'm gonna take 3 bases and I'm gonna out macro my opponent. And so what I like to do now is I like to get pretty much 0 defense and get double Stargates. And I was thinking of putting them right next to each other, but then I'm like, wait a second, what if an overlord comes in? He's gonna see both Stargates at the same time. Why don't I put them in different positions so he can't see both of them at the exact same time? And, you know, small things like that, again, like, they really do help. Like, you know, one Stargate, if they saw your 2 Stargates, they would easily be able to get massive amounts of spores, and, you know, you wouldn't probably be able to do enough damage. And so, you know, like, small stuff like that really does end up, like, deciding whether you, like, people don't think, but they actually do end up deciding whether you win or lose the game. Because hypothetically, if he saw both Stargates, he would get massive amounts of spores. My early pressure wouldn't do anything. That would put me really behind, and then that would transition me into me losing the game. And lots of people don't think of it like that. They think, oh yeah, I lost this battle, and that's why I lost the game. Like, no, it's because they scouted you and knew what you were doing, and that's why you lost. Well, at least at a higher level. I guess it does work at a lower level too. And now, you know, just getting my Void Rays out. And again, you want to push with 4 Void Rays and the rest Phoenix. And again, I'm constantly making probes. And I'm not worried about any sort of attack. I know he's not going to be attacking me because he's on 3 base. And no Zerg player takes 3 bases that quickly and then just rushes your opponent. Like, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And notice when my main has 16 probes mining in it, I'd rally my main Nexus to my natural. And then that is the optimal way to mine, like I always say. And again, I saved up a little bit of Chrono Boost to Chrono Boost my 4 Void Rays, rest Phoenix out as fast as I possibly can. Do you want to get +1 with this build? I would say no, because by the time you hit, the only way for +1 to be active by the time you hit is if you Chrono Boost a +1 out as opposed to the Void Rays out. And that also means having a later attack, which I'd like to go as early as possible, and this is probably the earliest way to get 4 Void Rays economically out. And the way you want to micro this is you want to make the Void Rays target the spores, and you want to make the Phoenix lift the queens out. That is the optimal way to target it. And notice how I only sent one Void Ray per side, because I know there would be one Overlord around here somewhere, and I knew I wanted to just kill one. I didn't want to reveal both Void Rays, because if I revealed both Void Rays, he'd know that I'd be saving up for 4. If I only revealed one, he'd be like, okay, yeah, he's going around his base to kill Overlords, and he's going to try pressuring me. And now this Zergling saw these 4 Void Rays. That's really, I wouldn't say it's bad on my part, it's just good on his part that he has a Zergling out there to see. And so now he's going to be preparing, and he has this like 10 seconds of window to get as many spores as he possibly can out. And let's see if it's actually enough. So again, Void Rays target the spores, Phoenix target the queens. And it doesn't matter if you don't kill the queens, all you want to do is prevent them from attacking you. That's your main goal against the queens. And again, just lift it up, and I'm only targeting it because I know he has no spores here and I can kill the other spores in time. And now, again, you want your Void Rays to, this is a very micro-intensive build, you want your Void Rays to be targeting the spores even if queens are shooting at you. You want the queens to be getting killed by the, or just lifted by the Phoenix. And now again, I'm constantly macroing. If you look at my hotkeys, I go back to my base, I Chrono Boost everything, I macro, and then I come back to micro the battle. Like, it's very important that you do all this. And again, make all your Void Rays target the same building. Don't make them target different buildings, because obviously it's better if they target the same one. And now again, these Phoenix are just here. Again, I'm looking for queens to be able to lift, and that's why I'm not really making them go hunt Overlords. And now, it's going to be close. Like, he got like 6 or 7 spore colors, and he was cancel microing them too, so that was really, really good on his part. And notice how I'm trying to get these Void Rays to target the spore underneath the queen, not the queen itself, because it's important that you kill. The Phoenix can take care of queens, trust me. If you're rallying 2 Phoenix in, 2 at a time, they're going to be able to kill anything that's not, anything that you can lift, I guess. And now going back to my base macroing again, like my APM is not high enough to be able to do this perfectly, but I am doing this really, really well, where I'm macroing, and I have a robotics facility and 5-6 gateways coming up. And he lost his natural expansion, so this is pretty much game. I have enough Phoenix to, I have the critical mass amount of Phoenix where you need to be able to lift Hydralisk at low numbers. And so that's game. Why did I win this game? You guys must be like, you have good micro, all that. No, I won this game because my probe early on scouted he had that 3rd base, so I knew I would be able to safely do this opening and be able to not die early on. That's the reason I won this game. And lots of you guys don't think about it like that. You guys have to, again, read, always have a scout out, and always know when your opponent's going to be attacking you, because that is so important. Like, scouting is probably the most important thing in Starcraft. It's like essentially having map packs on if you scout well enough. And you know, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I don't think I have really any other announcements to say. That's pretty much all I have to say. I'm ranked like number 4 in the world right now or something, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace out, guys.